creatives, and welcome back to another episode of Drawfully Fun. Draw with me. It's the holidays, and today we're going to be drawing an adorable little lion holding a little present. For me, it is Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. I would love to know what you guys celebrate. Let me know in the comments below. What are your family traditions? What do you like to do around the holidays? One of my family traditions is where we get to open up one present on Christmas Eve. Now, if you have that same tradition, do you usually go for the biggest, largest present, or do you go for the small ones? What do? I usually trick all my little ones, and I take the smallest little present and I wrap it in the biggest box I can find and make more boxes and more, make it a big surprise. And by the time they open it, it's a small little gag gift. I know their MO. They always go for the biggest ones. So I trick them every year and I do the gag gift in a little box or in a big box, but in a small little gift. Shh, don't tell them. But that's usually what I do in my family. I would love to know your traditions. Let me know in the comments below. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and draw this adorable little lion. He's waiting for his little present, so let's have some fun with this. So right now, I'm going to start with the eyes. We're going to go about right here in the middle of the page, and we're going to start with rainbow curves. So let's come over here and draw a big rainbow. Right there. And I'm going to have about maybe a fingernail space in between, not maybe a full finger, but an actual fingernail, my fingernail. And we're going to come over and do another rainbow curve on the left. Two little rainbow curves. On top of the rainbows, we're going to do really big hot air balloons all the way around, like that. Let's do another one all the way around, like that. Easy peasy so far, not too bad. Let's give him some eyes. Let's let him look down at the present that he's going to be holding. So I want to make little bridges go across his eyes today. So we're going to come over here and make a little bridge, more like a little rainbow right across. Same thing here. Nice, cute little bridge. Let's do that again. Another stripe. Ooh, that kind of curved down a little too much there. Oops doopsie. Sorry about that. Actually go a little higher this time. Let's not make that boo-boo. I don't know why I did that. Now that's going to bother me for the rest of the drawing. I know it. I feel it. But that's okay. Usually it's easily corrected with a little gel pen. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and do my little ladders. They go all the way across. Normally I go up and down. Today we're going on a bridge, so we're going to go all the way across. Make these little ladders like that. There we go. Let's make some sparkles. Nice big sparkle on the top right here, and then a little sparkle on the bottom. Same thing over here. Big sparkle on top, itty bitty one on the bottom. Now don't worry if they're touching each other right here on this corner. It is perfectly fine because we're going to go ahead and color in the pupils anyway. So that part is just going to be a little section in between the two sparkles. Now if you feel like your sparkles are a little too small, like I mentioned earlier, you can always use a little white gel pen. Where is my gel pen? Here it is. A little gel pen, and you can always make it a little bigger. I kind of want to make mine a little bigger, so I'm going to come over here and just go bloop, 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 bloop. A tad bit bigger. You can use a Posca pen, you can use whatever, unless you're using pencil, which I highly recommend you do, not use Sharpie like I do, and then you can erase. But if you are following along with a Sharpie like me, fear not, gel pens are your best friend. Let's go ahead and finish up all of these big old pupils like that. Again, that was a little tiny, no biggie. We'll go in later on and I'll fix it. I'm not going to worry about that now. Now you can add eyelashes. Ooh, well, technically not really. I mean, it is a lion. It's the male lion with a huge mane. So technically, it's not going to have the very feminine eyelashes. But, hey, you do you. You want to put eyelashes? You can put eyelashes. Nobody's going to stop you, right? Let's go and do the nose. Now the nose is going to look kind of like a jelly bean. I'm going to start with a little smiley face curve. And I'm going to go up and make two little bumps on the edge, bloop, and make it look like a little jelly bean. Now it really looks like a mouth right now opening, kind of smiling, but it's really the nose. It's not the mouth, I promise. Let's go to the left and do 2 little hooks. One to the left. And one to the right. And there you go. Add those little happy face curves right at the edge. And you got yourself the base face of a character. You can turn this character into pretty much anything you want at this point. But let's go ahead and turn this one to a lion, shall we? Now, before we can do the rest of the face, I want to do the hat. I have a really big Christmas hat right on top of his head. So we got to do that here first before we can actually draw all the hair. So we're going to go across up in a big line, and it's going to look like clouds right here. Just keep going all the way up, a little angle to the right. Nice big puffy cloud, really high up. There we go. And we're going to continue on, and we're going to make it look like a rectangle. This is that big old fluffy white part of your Santa hat. Nice and big. There we go. Go all the way around. And voila, you got yourself a humongous base of the hat. Now, I'm not going to do the rest of it just yet. I kind of want to use this as a baseline right now and start the actual hair, the mane of my little lion. So what I want to do is give him some bangs. He's going to have fabulous hair. He's going to have gorgeous, fabulous, wavy hair, and we're going to make bangs. So right here on the bottom part of this little corner, bring it down to a little swirl, bloop, and back up. Bloop. Just like that. Kind of looks like a little leaf. Easy peasy. Good, good. Now let's do a second one right here. So bring it out again over the eye. And then we're going to bring it right underneath the other layer. So it looks like they're layered on top of each other. All right. Easy enough. All right. Pretty cool. Now let's do, what do we want to do next? Let's do the ear next. So I'm going to come over here from where I left off on this piece of the hair. I'm going to come around. I'm going to do a really big ear all the way around. But I'm not going to close it out. I'm going to leave it nice and open so that all of this transitions into the face. But I am going to close out the inner ear. It's going to look kind of like a bubble letter D. So we're just going to bring this around, follow the shape, and voila. You have yourself the inner ear. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Then we're going to go ahead and bring down the cheek line right here. And along this cheek line, I'm going to have a tiny little fuzzy hair coming out from here. So I'm going to bring it down into what looks like a little shark fin right on the edge. And curve it into a little cheek line, but don't go too far. Kind of stop on the same line or the same path on where your little mouth is right here, because we're going to have a little hand that's holding the Christmas present in just a second. So leave space here. Now we're going to do the same thing over here, but as you can tell, we have a lot more room to cover right here. So I'm going to actually add 2 triangles on this side. So come down from the edge of your hat one more time. Bring it down into a little shark fin, like that. Another one facing down. I like to make my triangles go in opposite directions when I do furry, fuzzy characters, just to give it the look like it's really messy, really furry. And then the same little cheek line curve, follow again where your little mouth is right here, and bring it down. Bloop. Tiny little cheek. Look how cute. It kind of looks like a bear right now. I know, looks like a bear, but I promise, trust the process. It will come along and it will look like a lion in just a little bit. Now what I want to do is actually, we're going to go ahead and do the Santa hat. And we need that Santa hat. So we're going to come over here from the corner and we're going to make 2 little hills right on the top here to make it look like it's folding on this little edge. So bring it upwards, make a little bump, bring it in and back up. And now we're going to curve it down to where the tip of the hat is actually bending over. So right here, bring it down. And there we go. Now we have to close out this side to show that it's actually folding down. So from this little edge on the corner of your little cloud, bring it down to a little curve. Easy peasy. And you know what goes on the end here. Let's do a little cloud, a big old puff ball. Big old ball. There we go. Super, super cute. And now this little edge here to me looks a little flat. So I kind of want to give it some more depth to make it look like it's folding a little. So we're going to turn this little stick right here into the letter Y by curving it. So it looks like a little bump right on here on top. All right, so it gives it a little bit more curvature. Curvature. There you go. And now we get to do a really, really cool mane. Oh, no, wait, I lied. I'm sorry. I lied. I don't usually lie, but I lied. We got to do something else here first before we can do the mane. We're going to go ahead and do the little hand that's popping out right here. So let's start with a rainbow curve. Big rainbow. Like that. Now, if you didn't connect this right here, don't worry. Just go ahead and close that little section out. And then we're going to do 3 little toes. So count with me. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay, I can count. Let's go ahead and do the top of the present. The top of the present is just going to get the little edge here, nothing more, because we're going to do a lot more on the bottom. So we're going to make a sideways letter L, and it's going to be a rounded letter L. So from this corner, come out to the left, bring it all the way across, and then curve it down just past your cheek line, kind of where your hat is, more or less. Right here, I'm using this as my guide on where to stop. And stop right there because we're going to have another hand in just a second here. And we're also going to close out the gift on this side. Actually, yeah, let's close out the hand. So just like we did right here, we're going to go sideways to another rainbow curve to the side. It's going to look like a C shape. The letter C right next to it. And same 3 little toes. We got 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. I love it. Now let's make it look more like a lion and less like a bear, shall we? It really does look like a bear at this point. Let's come up here and give him his fabulous mane. From the top, we're going to make a shark fin all the way up and bring it back in. Bloop. All right, so let's do another one. This time I want it to curl a little bit at the edge. So I'm going to bring it down from just about the midpoint of my shark fin, curve it downwards, and bring it up into a little swirl and back in. Now you don't have to make yours swirly. You can make your triangles all in one direction if you prefer. I kind of like to make it look a little messy, so it's up to you. Feel free to do it however you want to do it. I'm going to go the opposite way. Instead of going up, I'm going to go down now. So I'm going to bring it from the middle and curve it in and back up. There we go. Going with my opposite triangle rule, I am going to the right this time, kind of like this one. Bring it out, a little swirl and in. And then I'm going to curve it down to the top of the hand to close out that side of the mane. There you go. It's starting to look more like a lion now. Awesome. Love it. Let's do the other side here. So we're going to pretend like all of this emptiness right here is part of the mane. So when we color it in, you're going to see all of this nice and dark. So we're going to start the mane coming out from just behind here. Pretend like it's going all the way around here and coming out from this little puff ball. And we're going to do 2 triangles. One's going to come down to a little shark fin like this. Pretty much exactly like this. We're going to make one going downwards and curve it in. Bloop. Voila, we got ourselves a lion mane. Look how cute this little character is. I am in love with this one. And I say that about all of my characters, but seriously, I am totally in love with this one. He came out so precious. I am so proud of him. Don't forget the eyebrows. I always do. There we go. I remembered it. This time I didn't remember at the end, but I remembered close enough. Let's go ahead and close out the bottom half, and then we are almost done, guys. Oh my goodness. Right here from your hand, we're going to pretend like this is a big square. Follow this invisible path going behind your hand. Bring it down. Right here, but stop right there because we are going to do feet on the bottom here. Now, I'm not going to do the same little line on this side. The little foot is actually going to be touching the hand right here. So I'm going to forget that I even have this whole section here. I'm going to make my toes look like they're kind of curling a little bit. So he's got little curled toes. So from the edge of my little hand, it's going to look like a little curl going in. And we're going to do 2 more toes the same way. From the top of this little circle, curl it inwards. And 1 more, curl it inwards, but this time the curl is going to go all the way around, and we're going to close it out all the way up here. You see how I'm kind of making this big circle? I'm going around here. I want to curve it and stop right here. So I'm going to bring it in, out, and curve it back up and connect it to where I just left off. Voila, you have yourself a little foot. But we need also the little paw right here. We're going to do the little circles. 1, 2, 3, and a big circle for the paw pad. Voila, easy peasy, right? Not bad. This is a pretty easy drawing today. Now let's do the second one over here. Since I know where my little foot is going to go, I'm going to guide myself with this line and do my curl of this toe right here. So I'm going to start with a big curve going inwards and do the same thing coming downwards. Number 2 and number 3. 1, 2, 3. And remember, we're going to curve this inwards and back around all the way up. And there you go. You got yourself a little foot. Not bad, not bad. Let's do the paw. 1, 2, 3. And the circle. Now, guys, if you feel like I am going a little too fast here, feel free to pause. Go back, go forward, go as fast as you want, go as slow as you want. Remember, you are watching video on YouTube. You can pause it. Let's close it out right here. All the way across. And we got ourselves a big square. Now, you don't have to turn this into a present. You can make this look more like a sign. It could be chocolate. It could be something. It could be a box with something popping out of it. It could be anything you want. I personally made it into a Christmas present. It's the present that he's going to be opening up on Christmas Eve with my family. So let's do a little bow right in the center. I want my bow to look kind of like a little butterfly. I like those little butterfly looks. Bring it all the way around. Or little hearts, however you like to see it. Same thing over here. And around. But this time, instead of doing my curve on the top to make it look like it's folded upwards, I'm going to make my fold on the bottom. Right here. I'm changing it up. Haha, keeping you guys on your toes. And then I'm going to do little ribbons falling down right here. A little ribbon and another one right here on the corner, and there you go. We got a bow. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and do the little crisscross of the ribbon going all around the present. So I'm going to come here and go on this side, bring it across over here. Now if you're using a pencil, you could just take your pencil and go straight across so your line can be a little straighter than mine, and then erase right in the middle. That's up to you. I obviously can't do that with my Sharpie. And as you can see, this is completely not lined up. But hey, it's kind of like my wrapping jobs. I do not wrap very well. You'll probably, if you ever get a present from me, you're going to probably see very uneven type of wrapping. You would think as an artist I would be really good at wrapping, but no, I'm not. I can do the bows, I can do the decorations, but my wrapping skills do not seem to, no patience, no. All right, guys, we are officially done. We are done with the outline of our little holiday lion. What do you think? How did yours come out? I would love to see it. Don't forget to post it on social media using hashtag #DrawfullyFun. I want to see what you did. How did it come out? And of course, the completed version is coming, right? We got to show the reveal. Let's count down. You ready? 3, 2, 1. The completed version. I love it, love it, love it. I gave him lots of sparkles. It's a very sparkly, shiny, glittery lion for the holidays. One of my favorites. Who do you think I'm going to do next? What character do you think I'm going to come out with that's also holding another present? Can you guess it? Do you have a suggestion? Maybe you have another one in mind. I do have something lined up already, so let's see if you can guess it right. All right, guys, you know the drill. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked what we did here and what we are doing, and subscribe to the channel. I want to get up to 500 subscribers so I can open up the community tab so I can send polls and talk to you all in the community. Let's get that going, guys. We're almost there. Almost there. We could do it. All right, everybody. Until the next time, happy creating.